first thing I started thinking about is the institution of marriage itself. And I think that if we're to be candid about it, what we can say about a lot of folks out in the world who are getting married is that they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. They are, as F. Scott Fitzgerald once wrote, getting married just to feel married, and that's all. They have no sense of what the term commitment or the promise means to get married. They have no idea at all. What I want to convey at this ceremony, and I hope it's the one thing everybody takes away from this, is that those issues that other people have, those problems they have, the fact that they didn't think through it at all, are not problems and not issues that we're talking about here today with you, Fred, and you, Shannon. You guys have a love between one another that is true, that is deep, and that I must say is really inspiring for me and for all your friends and family that have shown up here tonight. The commitment is true. The second thing I got to thinking about is marriage and commitment itself. And I got to thinking about a conversation I had with my grandma a long time ago. I'd come back from college after my first year of college, and I had been dumped by a woman after dating her for about 2 months. And I was sitting there, sulking in a beer that I was quite frankly too young to be drinking in front of my grandma, but I was doing it anyway. And I asked my grandma, I said, "Grandma, you know, frankly, I don't get it. You've been married to the same man, you've been committed to the same man since World War II. I don't get it. I can't even stay committed to a particular brand of coffee for 6 months. How does this play itself out?" And my grandma looked at me and she picked her hand up off the dining room table and she pointed across the room. My grandpa was holding a glass of gin. And she said, "You see that man over there? My grandpa?" She said, "You see that man over there?" She said, "That man makes me laugh and he makes me smile every day. Even on those days that I know I should be crying." And I had no idea really what she was talking about because I was too involved in my own thing. But I thought about it a couple years later, and what she said about the institution of marriage in that simple statement is correct. That a marriage and a commitment between two people has to have two elements. The first element, I think, is that you find a person in your life that makes you happy, that makes you smile, that makes you laugh, that opens your eyes up to all the joys and all the promise this world has to offer. But beyond that, and probably more importantly,